Hit the mics, take a seat, it's about to ignite. Two dudes with the spread, keep your bets locked tight. Sports talk sharp like a razor blade edge. Numbers don't lie, no need for a hedge. Welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth. From the pitch to the court where legends birth. Plays and parlays, every wager's worth. Sit back, tune in, ride the wave of mirth. Game clock's ticking, we predicting the heat.
Welcome to episode 34. I had to look it up to make sure. Number 34 of the Two Guys, One Spread. It's a Thursday night. We got Thursday night football going on right now. Getting ready for week 8. The dreaded week 8. If you're a fantasy guy, you know this is a
tough
rough
one.
buys. There are 6 teams and a lot of big time players. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm Joe here with my boy Tommy. Getting ready to drop some sports. Great time. Great time. We got a lot of stuff to talk about for sports.
We do. Maybe we should start with the biggest one. How I beat your ass in fantasy, the Dynasty League. You know, listen.
Let me pull up the box score.
It was one of those games. I honestly didn't even look because I knew my players played like total ass. I couldn't think of one player who did anything special. So I was like, well, we'll just chalk this up to a bad week. And I look at it and I go, holy shit. Joe had a worse week.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Let's see, Lee. Where do I see schedule? Yeah, and the worst part is that we are rivals, so it cost me a little bit extra. It cost me some draft dollars, but yeah, no, that it was bad. It was bad. I'm trying to see. I'll see if I can pick up where it was, but it sucked. Wasn't happy about it at all. My team in this league, I'm just trying to get my footing. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't decide if I'm a good team or if I'm a bad team yet.
Right.
I'm sitting on 4 quarterbacks, which is valuable, but at the same time, there's a part of me that's like, should I try and ship one?
Right.
I don't know. So yeah,
no, I hear you.
When you
Genti's doing you no favors.
No, but the disappointing loss. But I'll be back. I'm around.
Okay.
Speaking of fantasy, I gotta say, I've admitted to this, right? I'm in 8 leagues. 2 of them are going pretty poorly. One of them's an auction, and I hadn't done an auction in forever, and it was a total mess. But I also have 2 leagues that I'm 7-0 in right now.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
I'm pretty excited about that. I want to see how long I could stretch that out for. Before we jump into football, you said the biggest thing. Did you catch any of Wemby last night?
I caught some of the highlights.
Okay, so I made the mistake of I bet Dallas because they were at home.
Right.
I was like, I want to put a little bit into this. Dude, this is out of control. I think I gotta bet the Spurs to win every single game. Dude.
I've watched him many a times, and I've never been like, oh, he is dominating the game.
You need to find this game and watch it because he was dominating. He's put a little meat on.
Yeah.
Dude, it was out of control. Or just go watch it. He had 3 blocks. It legitimately looked like me versus kindergartners. It was unbelievable. He's just, they're not even getting, it's like the ball's not even getting up and he's just murdering the ball. And then, he's driving, reverse dunks, fadeaways, 3 and through 3.
Yeah, step back threes.
Dude, I was like, holy, it was crazy. I'm not saying they're going to win every game.
Yeah. No, I know.
Especially to start before, because I don't know, either that or he just had an amazing game, but it was something to watch. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I watched the Rockets game to start, and their starting lineup was 6'11", 6'11", 6'11", 6'11", and 6'7".
Oh,
I mean, and you're watching, and it's all like guard play out there. It's insane what they can do now at these heights. It's wild.
it was something. I mean, I listened to sports talk some today, and I mean, that's all they're talking a ton about it, right? I mean,
Yeah,
it was crazy. I cannot believe how athletic that dude is. And I mean, uh, like touch. I mean, he's dribbling between his legs, head fakes, jumping in, jumping out, body contact, swish, going to the lane, alley oops. Just I'm like, and then on the defensively, he looked just as good. I was like, holy shit, it was crazy.
yeah. Hey, if we want to talk about basketball just for a second, the big news that came out today is pretty crazy as it was too, with Chauncey being arrested and a couple NBA players being arrested, and you got two different they're almost two different stories altogether. One is a big issue for the NBA with players and gambling and stuff like that, and then you got the poker leagues that are major cheating going on,
Yeah,
and
it's weird because the stories I feel like they came out together, but then they're also like
they're kind of separate stories.
separate stories,
Right,
right?
you got a couple players with the prop bets that they can easily
I,
throw a prop bet at any
I've
time.
always felt basketball's got to be the easiest one to.
Easiest one. I was just talking about it. It's the easiest one. It's you need, I don't know, 12 points. Well, you get to 9. I got a calf strain. I can't go back in, coach. I mean, I got something. What do you want me to do? It's just, yeah. I don't know what they can do about it. But it is the by far the easiest sport to get this done. I
I
mean,
mean, so easy to just make a pass a half a second late, right? Like if
right,
it's
right,
you could go positive or negative, right?
sure.
Uh,
Your turnovers is over whatever. It's easy to do that.
yeah, it's just the easiest one. I don't know. It was pretty wild, and then hearing the poker ones too.
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of looking forward to maybe some more details coming out and trying to read into that more. Right? We both love poker, so like
it's from what I heard is they basically had one or two fish, what they would call them, come in with 5 people in on the game, and they would have a table that if you sat in certain seats, you could see everybody's hole cards. So you got 5 people in on the griff,
yeah.
and you got 2 people who don't know what's going on. The 5 people can see all the hole cards, and it's stuff like that going on.
Uh yeah, I mean, there's a part of me that wants to say. I mean, obviously, you're not doing that for $50, right? So
No, 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 no. This is a
money
big game.
involved. There's a part of me that wants to say like, what are you doing in that type of environment? But I
Right.
I would be lying if I said many times when I was younger I wasn't at some underground games or different things where I didn't know people. So
Yeah, yeah.
I guess I guess for me to say that would be calling the kettle black because I've been there. Now there's been one or two of them where I remember being like, man, I'm not overly comfortable and I'll probably never come back here again.
Yeah.
Uh, and there were some other ones that I was perfectly comfortable with, but yeah, I'm kind of excited for that. That's some crazy stories though.
It is some crazy
It
stories
was
going on.
funny. I saw I saw something. Was it on Facebook or something? And they're like, it had like a bunch of like Terry Rozier highlights from one game, and they're like, yeah, this guy's guilty. And I mean, dude,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
he had some all in one game. He had some badass turnovers. I mean, it
Oh
looked
yeah.
like me out there. Like he's just like throwing it to nobody. I'm like, oh no, it was super funny.
Yeah.
I mean, not a good look for the NBA,
Not
obviously.
a good look for the NBA to start their season. I don't know if more will come out of it. I'm sure we'll hear more, but very interesting story that rolled out today. But we can now get back to football. And the previous week, a couple big games. Actually, I'm in a survivor pool, and it was all favorites that won this week, basically. I
Yeah.
know we didn't lose one team and I'm in a 104 person survivor pool with
Yeah.
50 people left. No one got. It was all favorites that won this week, except for the Bengals Steelers, which was a great way to start the week. Um, the Uncle Bowl. Uh,
Yeah.
Flacco came back. He looked like young Flacco. What an amazing strategy Flacco thought of. He goes, you know what? That Chase is pretty decent. I will just nonstop throw him the ball and let's see what happens. And it turned out it wasn't a bad strategy.
Plus, it helps when the Steelers apparently have guys that look like me covering them. I don't understand how guys like get that wide open.
He's
Guys,
wide open. He's wide open.
I mean, I know football. This is what I just don't understand. I seriously would love to get like a pro player on to explain it. There are games where like teams will be like, oh, they were rolling double coverage to this guy.
Right, right, right.
Wasn't open at all, which I guess I kind of understand. And then there's other games where it's like no one's like, what are they doing? What are they doing? How is a guy this wide open repeatedly?
I know. I know. All game long. I mean, I think he was targeted 20,
23 at least.
23 times.
At
Yeah.
least 23.
And I felt like, and he caught 16. I thought he could have caught more. I
He
thought
had
some of the
one.
ones,
I know he had one definite drop. I
yeah,
remember it. Like
yeah,
blatant drop.
yeah.
Uh
So it's like, I thought he could have done more. I mean, that's a great way to go about running an offense that's struggling. You have the best wide receiver in the game. We're just going to go, listen, let's just keep going back. They're not stopping it. So let's keep going at it. And Flacco
yeah.
did it. He looked good. It was a surprising game, I think, for a lot. So I know that goes good against your Aaron Rodgers. I know we all hate the Steelers. We all hate Aaron Rodgers, but so it was good to watch him.
Yeah,
Uh,
that,
play
that,
those.
that was a fun game. I don't know. Do you think going forward, they the Bengals have some life?
Their schedule gets a little easier. I know this week. Let's see who they play. They play the Jets this week, so
I,
obviously a winnable game.
that's as easy as
Uh,
it's gonna get, right?
it doesn't get any easier. The Jets are a total disaster. Um, so you hopefully they win. If that's at home too,
I mean, that's
so
4-4. There's no way they're not alive in that division.
yeah, they're alive. I mean, I was looking into it. I was hoping. I thought Burrow might come back a little sooner but he's not supposed to be back till early December at the earliest. So,
I mean,
but if they could hang on, you never know.
they go Jets, Bears, Steelers, Patriots, Ravens, Bills. I mean, those sound like big, but who knows what the Ravens are going to be? You
Right?
got Dolphins on there, Browns again, Cardinals at the end of the season. Who the
Yeah.
heck knows what? I
No,
mean,
they just got. If they can just keep. I agree. I think they do have a chance to stay alive in this division. And
that trade
it,
for Flacco is going to look great.
did you hear Tomlin talk about it? And he was just like, they asked him about it. He goes, "Listen, I'll be honest with you. I don't understand it at all. Why would you trade? I know you don't want him. I get it. They don't want Flacco anymore. But why would you help a team in your division at all? It really doesn't make any sense.
See, I'm going to disagree. I've never understood why. Why wouldn't you?
I mean,
If you can get better, I don't. especially in this situation. You may be helping the Bengals, but he's not. He's
He's
not
hurting you.
part of their future.
No, it's not part of your future. I understand he's not part of your future. I just don't think I would help a team in my division at all in any way.
If I could get better, and if there's an asset that I don't want and I could get something for, especially in, like I said, it would be different if we're talking about trading a young guy that I might have to face for the next 2 or 3 years. Flacco's not playing next year.
No, I know. I still I wouldn't do it. Not within the division. I think
Never understood that. Never understood it.
yeah, I wouldn't do it. But I get it. He's not an asset that you
Yeah, at
need,
this
but
point.
well, it helped
What
out
up?
for at least one game. The Bengals looked like an actual football team, so they
Let
still
me
can't stop anybody. They gave up
how
31.
uh okay, so Lamar's supposed to come back.
So maybe he hasn't really practiced. I don't think he's
Do you
limited,
think
so we'll see.
do you think there's a spot where they'll shut Lamar down? Let's say they lose let's say they lose 3 of their next 6.
No, I don't see there's a spot for this. I don't.
I wouldn't either, especially because I mean I don't think Harbaugh's on the hot seat or anything, but um you think not at all? You don't think that maybe
I
the
don't think so. No, I mean
games?
I don't see it happening. I mean, I guess if you just you're talking week 17, 18, if it's really out of it, maybe then. But I don't see anything close. I know they're 1-5. Hopefully they can get healthier and
I
maybe
don't
win a
I
couple.
don't really understand why I don't understand why people are so optimistic if even if Lamar comes back. I'll be honest.
I agree with that too.
When Lamar was just back 3 weeks ago, they looked like total dog shit. So
Yeah, they looked awful. I agree. I agree with you there
he
too.
got he got sacked like 7 times in one game. That was
Yeah,
before he was hurt.
I thought I haven't. He hasn't impressed me this year. Sacked a lot. I don't know why that is. I also think that Henry is maybe hitting a wall finally. He's an interesting player in this the league now where it doesn't help that they've been behind in all these games and then he
Yeah,
becomes a total useless player because he has no hands and they don't want him in pass blocking. I don't know if he's for whatever reason he's not good there. So then you're
but
you're just not using him.
I still feel like listen. You get in the fourth quarter and there's 7 minutes left, maybe, but I still think in the start of the third quarter and stuff, you should be using him.
Yeah,
He
they
ripped
haven't
one
been.
off. Unless they look and think like maybe he's done too, but um I don't know. I got Henry in 2 or 3 leagues, and I'm like really down. But then everything I read is they're like, oh, dude, he's a great buy. They're like he's a great buy low guy right now. His schedule towards the end of the year, and Lamar's coming back, and like I
Right.
wanted to, I wanted to trade him, and like I couldn't bring myself to do it. Especially because I really didn't think I was going to be getting a ton back. So uh I don't know. I'm not optimistic about it. I'm not optimistic about the Ravens in general. So I
Yeah,
mean,
no, I agree. They even when their defense was whole, they were giving up a ton of points. So yeah, I'm not either, but I don't think they shut him down in any way. Um, let's see the what other games
well,
were.
let me. This is a question. So I had this question talking with a couple buddies at work. Um, who do you think? I think one's super obvious.
Mhm.
The other's not. Who do you think are the next two coaches to get fired?
Well, McDaniel's got to be.
He's the obvious one, right?
He's the obvious one. The fact that he has a job still is pretty amazing. It
There's something weird going on there. I don't.
he was awful last year. And they lost Tua. I get it for a long period of time last year, but Then they still couldn't get any of their skill players the ball. This guy's supposed to be a genius on
I,
offense. Last year was weird. He's a weird guy. He is. I have a tough time listening to him. That's just me.
no,
Yeah,
the
but
listening's tough, and it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets
as they
worse.
struggle,
He's a mess.
yeah, I agree.
All right.
So we got one.
Yeah.
All right, let me think here. Who could be the other? No, I got one, but let me just go through the teams here, and yeah,
My two buddies both had they had both mentioned this name. Um, and I can't I have a tough time trying to for it to happen. But
yeah. Is the name McDermott?
no, no,
No, well, he
no.
should be on the list.
It was Dable.
Oh, not see. It's because of this last game, maybe.
Well, and this was my argument against it. If they were going to get rid of him, I'll be honest. If he does get fired, let's say they lose 3 of the next 4 or something,
Right.
and he gets fired, I'm gonna say that organization it's poorly run and it's got problems because you should have fired him in the offseason.
Right. And
That was
then let another person take
the
their
perfect
player.
time to do it.
Right.
What are you letting him pick the quarterback for? And the quarterback, even if they lose 3 or 4, the quarterback looks somewhat promising. Why are you having him? Why did
Listen,
you? I can't see it. The math doesn't make sense to me. But they both felt that it was possible.
since Dart's been since they gone to Dart and Scatabo, the team's been competitive. I mean, they were in that game. I know they lost to the Saints. They were in that game. That was a rookie quarterback turning
Yeah,
the ball over too much in the game.
yeah.
And then this past game, he had a bad turnover in the fourth. Now, is there coaching errors in that game? To give up 33 points in a quarter
Not
is there's
right.
problems,
It's amazing.
big problems, and yeah, I'm sure they could have did things different in the fourth. But I'm a Giants fan, and I'm watching these games the last 4 weeks. I am like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not expecting us to win. I'm not. Now, is it? Listen, it's heartbreaking to lose those games. The Bills, Seahawks, we've all done it.
Oh,
We've sat
we
through these
both
games where you're like, they're guaranteed wins. We got this,
we
and then it's
both
just
have
like,
experience with teams that
yeah,
are find ways to lose. I mean,
yeah,
we've talked about this. Good teams find ways to win, and bad
right.
teams find ways to lose.
They missed that extra point, and everybody who's been a fan of a Bills type
Yeah,
team, they go, well, that's it. We
yeah,
lost.
yeah,
You
yeah,
just know it's gonna be a loss. There's no you see it coming. You're like, oh my God, they came back, but man, we came down on the final minute to score, take the lead, and you miss the extra point. You're like, wow, man. Well, that was fun. That was
yeah.
good. Let's
Today,
just wait
yeah,
this 30 seconds.
it can. They sent him on his way.
Yep, I know they canned him right away. So
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think there's other coaches
I
that
just think it's one of those things. I can't find good reasoning. Like to me, if he was ever that close,
it was this
like,
past year.
it was like the perfect time that you would want to do it.
Yeah. Right. No, at this point, you just want if they're being competitive and Dart keeps getting, improves and like I said, just competitive in games.
Yeah,
That's what you're looking for, and I don't see Dayball going anywhere.
I feel this. If you're drafting a quarterback, right? Whoever your coach is at that time, barring a insane disaster, like I don't know, like to the point where like on the inside that your players hate him or whatever, right? If you're drafting a quarterback and you're relatively competitive, that guy's got to get 2 years or 3 years.
Right.
If
No, I
not,
agree.
you should not have allowed him to be in the room with that guy from the start.
Right.
If you have that much confidence in him.
I 100% agree. I don't
Right.
see him on. I think you're right. If they do let him go after a season where Dart looks like he's improving and the
Yeah.
offense is improving, then you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you didn't know what you were doing before this year because you screwed it up.
Yeah. All right.
Um,
All right.
so
That's definitely.
I would love to talk about McDermott being on the hot seat. I think he's well deserved, but we could talk about that later in the season. I don't listen. I'm not a guy on the Bills who's just like listen. Listen. First of all, they had a bye this week. Thank God. I needed a break, but I just he is a confusing coach where I don't know if he can win it all. I just don't know. I at this point, it's confusing to me, McDermott. So
It is.
I know the
I listened today on GR some, and they were, I think it was a morning show. They said he 2 years ago he had like 20 some. I don't know if they were touchdowns or just. I think it was touchdown
oh yeah
plays over
interesting
20 yards
yeah
or something.
yep
And since then, like that's in last year and this year or something, he's got one.
one yeah they've
And I'm
gotten
just
away from stretching the field at all, and this offense is boring and it is predictable, and those are bad things.
well,
They
and
have
I think it's because, and this is what they were saying. They're like, your turnovers are down, which again looks
they
really
are
good, and it helps to win games. We know,
yes
but your turnovers are down because you're not being aggressive.
right. You're not being aggressive. That's
And
very true. But
and I just feel if you're gonna have a stud weapon, you have to look. Brett Favre wouldn't have been Brett Favre if he wasn't a gunslinger, right?
right,
And
absolutely
you have to live with him now and then. Now that does not mean really bad decisions
right,
and overly forcing balls in situations you don't need to, right? If it's the first quarter, if it's the first quarter and it's a 3-0 game, you're down or even winning, you can't be thrown into triple coverage.
right.
You know what I mean?
No, yeah, you take the calculated risk. You know, one on one, something goes wrong, it's picked, but it's still the right decision. It's when he's forcing it into these windows that aren't there, and
Yeah. I
uh,
listen, we'll see. I think the Bills need to really come out and show something here after this bye. I feel
yeah,
they got to open it up a little bit. I don't understand. Like, they do not. I watch some of these really good offenses that don't have weapons, right? Like, I'll say San Francisco, all sorts of up. They get it to McCaffrey all the time. I don't understand why the Bills won't throw it to James Cook.
no, I know. Well, they can't run a screen, and I don't know if that's an Allen issue or what. I think it's an Allen issue. I just don't know if he can run a screen. It's never been good, but you're right. There's still ways to get him. I mean, McCaffrey runs every
Oh,
route in the tree,
yep.
and Cook can do that too. So right now, you look at the weapons. They gotta figure out how to get Cook the ball.
Yeah.
In He's got to get 25 touches a game, in whatever way you need to do it, because they don't have a lot of great weapons on that team. They just don't. So they got to figure out ways to get him the ball as much as possible. And yeah, I agree.
I think they gotta figure out Coleman what he is. I mean,
Yeah,
they I think this year he has 23 catches and like 34 yards after catch, like
right.
1.3, and it's
Yeah,
like,
it's every catch he makes is like it's a jump ball, and he just falls down. He's just not open for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Last couple games have been frustrating, but you know,
I mean, you're
we
playing the red rifle this
I
week
know we get some suspended players back this week on defense, which is definitely can't hurt.
a lot,
The de-
right? You guys,
Yeah,
right? Two guys you signed, and then they both
two
were.
guys we signed and were instantly suspended. So hopefully the D tackle. I mean, none of these guys are Pro Bowlers, but they're definitely improvement over what we've been putting out there and depth. So hopefully it helps. We'll see how this goes. It looks like it's going to be the Red Rifle. So a quarterback we know where he's going to be in the pocket. Let's try to get some pressure. It seems like no matter who we sign and what we do,
Yeah.
there's no pressure coming. But listen, I'm not giving up on them. I know everybody's already saying the Patriots have now won the East. I'm
Oh,
not going there yet. Still a
yeah.
very good Bills team. But we got to get things going. And it should be a win this week, so we'll see. But moving on.
Should be some. I mean, they're. It's man, we're in a spot right now in the NFL. There is definitely a handful of bad quarterbacks.
Bad quarterbacks and bad teams. But yeah,
I remember
there's a handful of teams
like
out there.
3 years ago, we were like at the point where you're like, I remember there was like one or two drafts. I'm like, man, there's only like three teams that, when I say need somebody, you either have your quarterback or you have someone that you think is
Yeah,
potentially
think is going to be the next quarterback. You're right.
right. Like
Yeah.
again, right now, if you're Tennessee, I don't think you need a quarterback because you
No.
just drafted a guy. You're not done with him. But I think there are a number of teams that are going to be needing a quarterback.
Right. Dolphins being one of those
If you're the Dolphins, I almost feel
because they just paid them and they're in trouble. Then either way, I mean,
you have to pull a Russell Wilson,
yeah,
Denver, and you just gotta say, I mean, listen, it was a bad contract.
terrible contract.
These teams, I get it. I've said it 5 times on the show. The Jay Cutler thing. You guys have to stop paying $50 million to a guy that's not a $50 million quarterback.
Right.
Right?
Who's been in the league for 4 or 5 years at that point? 4 years, and yeah, he had some offensive stats, but what has he really done? Like, what has he done to make him that kind of? He's not a scrambler. He doesn't have a strong arm. He's a he needs everything to be perfect, and then he's a very accurate quarterback.
And
But he
even
needs everything to go right.
right now, this is. I mean, I guess there's only one game separating them, right? But to me, the Jets and their plan with Justin Fields makes way more sense than the Dolphins and what they did.
Right.
Like right now, for the next 3 years, if you ask me the next 3 years, I would much rather be a Jets fan, even though we're 0-7 and looks like a disaster, than the Dolphins. Because I can move off of Justin Fields. It's not even a problem. And I'm going to draft and hope I hit somebody again. Like, you got to
Right.
play that rule, that roulette wheel.
Yeah, the QB roulette. Yeah,
Trying
it hasn't worked for him, but yeah, Fields was a stopgap, and he is not working out the way they would have liked. But
I think it was like a hope, right? Listen, I wanted. There was a part of me that wanted Seattle to take a shot at Fields
yeah,
if I get him for 20, and Darnold didn't work out, right? I think Seattle did the same thing with Darnold. We're not giving you 50. I'm not paying somebody 50 unless you are the guy, like easily, incredibly elite, which there's not a lot. So they were like, we'll take a swing at this guy, right? And I think it looks great. I didn't hate what the Jets did. I thought the Dolphins, from the moment it happened, was a disaster.
right.
And it was
The franchise is falling apart, and they said they came out. The owner came out saying they're not making any changes, but at some point,
Miami.
Yeah, at some point you might have to do something.
Well, and this is where I always get worried, right? And
because the team, it seems like there's a lot of stuff coming out, bickering and this and that.
At what point, if you're out of the GM, the coach, the owner, at what point can you walk in and look at veteran players, right, and expect them to listen, I like give up your body, almost kill yourself. Football is a physical, nasty sport, right? How do you look at a guy on the offensive line and expect him to just give every single thing he has when you're 1-9? He hates the coach, and it is a total disaster. So, like, at some point, for me, I think that's when you have to go in and be like, you know what? I think I got to do it for the rest of the guys, right? If I want to keep these guys around for the next 2 or 3 seasons and hopefully get something, I got to do it now. I think football is one of those sports that you have to look at those guys, and realistically, if it's that bad, I think you can't just ride it out. You know what I mean? It's a different animal to me because of the physicality of the sport.
Right. No, I agree. I agree. I surprised he's gone this long, but at some point, I do feel like they will have to make a change, or it could get even worse, which seems impossible at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hey, you want to talk about bets?
yeah. Let's hit up some bets.
All right. We were just discussing. It was 2 weeks ago, so we don't really go over. But currently, I am 6-3 on the season, and you are 4-5.
Tommy Moneymaker over here.
That's right. Listen, I'm just cash these checks day after day. It's a good life. Since I'm the leader in the clubhouse, I'll go first. Um, I am taking San Francisco +2 on the road uh, against the Texans. It's an interesting game. The Texans defense is actually excellent. It's a very good defense.
Yeah.
But their offense is just bad. It's bad. I don't know what to say. I know you saw them probably firsthand playing the
Yep.
Seahawks.
Yep.
They just struggle. They don't have any running game at all. Nico Collins is banged up. I'm not sure if he's playing. If Nico's gone, they have named their next wide receiver. Uh,
It
it
no,
it gets
he didn't look good. And when he got injured, he didn't look great.
You're right.
He
Yeah.
he he
So
looked he looked concussed.
yeah, he looked concussed. That's fair to say. So, and I think San Francisco's just doing what San Francisco does. I think they can, if they need to pass the ball, they seem to be able to pass the ball for 300 yards. If they need to run the ball like they did last week, they just pound the ball down you. So I like the Niners offense. They're not going to score a lot, but against the Texans defense, but I just don't think the Texas offense has just been bad. The only time they look good was against the Ravens, and everybody's looked good against the Ravens. So I'm going to take the Niners +2.
All right, I am gonna go with Atlanta at home -7.5 versus the Dolphins. Um,
I was talking about how they're a shit show.
yeah, yeah. Atlanta's defense is pretty decent. They are up front. Up front, they're tough. Up front, they're tough. They put a lot in the draft. Um, I can't see the Dolphins. I can't see the Dolphins, to be honest, getting past 17 points. I'm not sure that they can. And I think Atlanta's Atlanta's good. They got weapons. I know they went through a little growing pains. I'm a little concerned. I guess I'd be a little concerned about Penix, and that he's questionable, but dude, Bijan's a stud. I know Drake London didn't look great when they played Seattle, but he's good. He's good, and they like to look for him. They're getting Pitts involved. Pitts has been good. I like Atlanta 7.5. It's a pretty decent number, but they're at home. I can see them putting up 27 or 30.
All right, yeah, I don't hate it. I like we said, this Dolphins team. I feel like if they can get down by 2 touchdowns, 2 scores early, they could just give up, and I would be surprised. So Like it. Yeah, my next game is going to be. I'm going to take the Bears, getting 6.5 on the road, taking some road dogs. Last week was all favorites. Let's take some dogs this week. It's got to always work itself out. Bears getting 6.5 on the road versus the Ravens. The Ravens defense is a sieve. It's not going to be any better. I don't know if Lamar's playing yet. If Lamar doesn't play, that offense is terrible. I feel like the Bears are starting to click a little bit on offense.
Mhm.
It's been better. I feel Caleb's been better the last few games. Their running game's been pretty decent. Caleb's not turning the ball over. They're starting to. The Bears' defense is actually pretty decent. So getting 6 against a really, you know, bad defense and maybe no Lamar, seems like it's still 50-50.
I
I'll
mean,
take it.
I'm not sure the Ravens. I wonder when's the last time. Jeez, I mean, even with injuries, I wonder when's the last time a team that's 1-5 has been a 6.5 point favorite.
It's crazy.
I
It
mean,
is really crazy.
they're 1-5. I mean, they're a
They're
bad football.
1-5. They beat the Browns. And that game was close. And they've been like blown out the
Yeah,
other games. And if Lamar doesn't play, which if he plays, obviously, you know, their offense should be much better. But if he don't play, that offense is terrible, and their defense is awful. Getting 6.5, I'll take it.
all right. Uh, I am gonna go. I mean, oh man, I'm riding the. I'm on the bandwagon. I'm going to take the Chiefs given 11.5 versus the Commanders. It's a
Oh,
big number. For some reason, Marcus Mariota seems to do well, right? Like when he came in, I remember when he came in for Green Bay, was it last year? I'm like, dude, they're going to be terrible. And he won like 3 games in a row. Um, Kansas City looks good to me offensively.
yeah, they look good.
I mean, Mahomes seems. I mean, he is slinging the ball around. I uh, I don't know. I think they're probably putting up 30 points, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure the Commanders are coming
Yeah,
anywhere close to that. Yeah, I like it. Kansas City's at home. They're really solid.
yeah. Commanders are. I know they've had injuries, obviously, at the key position of quarterback, but been a disappointment this year.
Yeah,
A lot of people had them.
we chit chatted. We chit chatted before the show, and you said we talked about right and wrong, and you said I was
Right.
wrong with Aaron Rodgers, which I'm not ready to admit I'm wrong. I said it. He has 211 passing yards a game, bunch of touchdowns, only 5 picks. I'm not sold that they're a good team. They're 4-2, but and I know injuries have something to do with it, but the sophomore season's tough. And
Yeah,
Chase Daniels
he's
has not
struggling.
been, even when he's been in, I know he's been hurt.
No, he hasn't been great.
He hasn't been great.
I get
David,
concerned that his frame is he's not a big dude. I get concerned about him just being kind of banged up a lot. He might be one of those guys that, an RG3 ish where he's just not the biggest guy in the world
no,
and
he
can't
gets.
take these hits and,
I mean, he got
he's
hit
getting banged up a lot.
before he got hit, and I was like, bro, it looks like his like skinny little leg was gonna crack in half. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, you know what I mean? Versus someone big like Allen or friggin' Roethlisberger was always super big and strong.
right, right. Yeah, I mean, he's quick, but, you take these beatings, it slows you down. And he's been banged up all year. The defense, they put a lot of money in that team. Their defense, it's been okay, but it hasn't been great. Yeah, Commander's been a bit of disappointment, and I agree that Chiefs have look like the part again of the team to beat. I like it. I am going with the Sunday night game this week. The big Rodgers
Uh,
uh, versus versus the Packers game. Um, I'm taking the under. I know that the Steelers defense just got killed for 33 points and this and that. But these are really two good defenses overall. And 45 and a half. I am going to take the under on this game. I'm hoping both defenses are studs. They should come out, and we're gonna take the under. So that's where I'm rolling.
All right. I don't love it.
Yeah.
I don't love it, but
You think they're gonna be slinging around?
you've been feeling these. I don't know if they're gonna sling it around, but it'll be interesting. You like the over unders. You like the over
I
unders.
do like over unders. Yeah, they've been doing good for me.
Yeah, I mean, listen, your record's better than mine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so the next one, I'm gonna take the G-men getting 7.5. I think that's a
Yeah,
big.
I like that one too. I looked at it. That was one of the ones I liked.
Yeah, 7.5's a lot. I think the Eagles are. I mean, they're. I still think they're a good football team. I'm not sure if they're elite. Um, Giants up front are good, and I think they should be able to keep the game close. Do I think they're going to win? No, I think they're too young. I think they're a little bit too young still on offense. They don't have enough weapons, but I think they could keep it. I think they should be able to keep it close.
I like it. I like that one. I like that one. Yeah, offense for the Giants has looked good, so I agree with you. I think they can keep it close. Quickly before we go, Sabres start of the season. It was one of the worst starts I've ever seen, but they have slightly turned it to at least uh, get you a little less nervous, I guess.
Yeah,
What do you
yeah.
think?
Started popping some power play goals in, which is nice. I think recently we've gotten a little bit of the young guys, right? Like I know Quinn got going the other day.
Right.
It was nice to see. I I'm not I don't want to make any sort of real assessment until I really want to see Kesserling in the lineup defensively and see where that comes. And the goalie part's interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like I thought,
Yeah. It's been the it's been a highlight of the team, really. I mean, even though they were losing, I thought Lyon played pretty decent. What do you think?
yeah. I mean, I saw someone on Twitter the other day say, like he made 2 points, and then his third one was like, I think it's Lions net to lose,
Right.
and Mike Harrington, the one of the beat guys, was like, I agree. His save percentage is solid, right? I don't think they've been playing. I mean, they've been playing pretty solid defensively. I think that Timmons has been good, and that's been a nice addition. And I want to see, like I said, I want to see Kesserling in there. And I the end, if Luka, I know they just called him up. If he gets 2 or 3 games and he doesn't look right, then
Yeah, it'd be interesting. It will get interesting. See what they do because I thought Lyon's been good. Um, he's not been the problem for the team. Again, it was an awful start. Like what an awful start for a team that's been bad. You get shut out, and then you look really bad again the next. Yeah, it's just a awful start to the season,
but I mean,
and
was like it was rough. I mean, people, it's so funny because people just you want to be optimistic about your team, right? Like
right,
funny.
you do. And, we were talking about like this might be the time to be optimistic, and you go in, you're like, we got this guy Norris. Oh, he's done already. So and so. We got this guy. We've always been in the score. Maybe we'll play no goals, and you're like, oh my god, this team's worse. It's
I
gonna
know.
be worse.
It's 0-3. You're just like, we're just in some,
I know.
but they turned it around. They turned it around a little bit. I think they have
Yeah, it was a big win over Florida. Big win over Florida.
Yeah,
And
they got it. You got to find a
let's
way
just get it turned around.
You got to find a way to split with Toronto, right? Toronto's
Right.
a good team, you've got to find a way to do that, and then hopefully you get yourself healthy. How you get yourself healthy, and you can put a couple together. So
Right.
it definitely they're at least interesting because after 0-3, I was almost like, dude, do I want to watch the fourth game? Like, I'm so mad right now.
Right.
And like
Right.
we're 3 games in, and it was tough to stomach. All right, one more thing. Baseball. World Series.
Baseball.
What are your
Let's
thoughts?
there's been listen, first of all, we should mention the maybe greatest game ever played by an athlete.
I,
Is it?
in
Is it?
baseball, I
I'm
mean,
not joking.
no,
Ever in any is it?
he's
Dude,
insane. It's crazy.
it's crazy.
I mean, that one by dude, he swings so hard. He swings so
I
hard.
know.
I mean, he hit that one ball. I'm like, dude, that's just a bomb. I mean, an absolute so awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it was crazy. But and then you got the Blue Jays. That was a great comeback by them to win it. What a fun place to have been to see that Springer home run, live. Fucking place was going nuts. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think the Blue Jays have a chance? Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. I think that people say they have, I guess, a fighting chance. I'm not sure. The Dodgers pitching is good. The offense is good. Um, we'll see. I said here's the one thing they need the Blue Jays need that kid that's starting game one. Did you see his career path throughout the year? He
I
actually
did not see it.
started. He actually started, I think, in like single A ball this year. He's
Oh,
pitched
yeah,
every single level, like single A,
and
high A, double A, triple A,
Triple
majors.
Golf.
Now the World Series. It's wild. I mean,
Yeah, what a year
in
for
the
that
beginning
guy.
of the year, nobody in baseball, unless you were in the Dodgers farm organization,
Right.
nobody knew of this guy, and he's the game one starter in the World Series.
I
I
know, it's insane.
have him in my keeper league for baseball. I picked him up, which I won the championship with. So, um, I'm optimistic about that. The Dodgers are good. I don't want the Dodgers because I just hate the baseball system.
The base, yeah.
I don't even dislike guys on the Dodgers, right? Like,
I agree with you though. I agree with you. It's hard to dislike the Dod. Mookie Betts is a good player. Obviously, Otani's awesome.
yeah, Freddie Freeman's
Uh,
a good dude.
Freddie Freeman. Everybody likes Freddie Freeman.
I know. I mean,
Uh,
like, I don't.
they're a likable team. They're not bad people, but I agree with you. It's hard to root for them just because it's the baseball, the way that it's designed.
And it's funny. Did you hear what Dave Roberts said? He said, like, in his post in the like in the celebration, he's like, everybody's saying we ruined baseball. Let's win 4 more games and ruin it even more. And then, like,
Yeah,
I heard him today on, I don't know, was it Rome? I don't forget what he was on, but he was like, oh, I was kind of, like, joking a little bit, but like people are saying we ruined it and the ratings are at all-time high. And I don't want to say they ruined it, but it is kind of, it's stupid. It's just a bad
it's
system.
stupid.
There's
It is
no
stupid.
reason to not have some sort of structure similar to like hockey or
I don't know what it
football.
is, but you got to figure out a structure where everybody can at least possibly be competitive in some way.
Yeah, you
That
need
there's a chance
some
for the
sort of
Pittsburgh
cap,
Pirates to, yeah,
and some sort of floor,
yeah,
right?
right.
And I mean, I know it gets deeper. It gets deeper into stuff because then people are like,
I'll
oh,
agree with you on the floor as much as the cap. I mean, the floor is a big problem too. You
yeah,
got
it's a
teams that
problem.
don't spend any money. Yeah,
I get $450 million from from TV revenue, and then my salary I spend like a 106, and I'm like, that's not
Yeah.
right either. It's a problem.
No, that's not right either. No, you're absolutely right there. The floor is just as much the problem as the ceiling.
Yeah. And so, again, they're not breaking any rules. That's not the problem. The system's just a problem. I know people, all-time record ratings or viewership or attendance or whatever. So obviously it's going well, but as just a sports general fan, I don't know. There's like 8 to 10 cities that if my team had a team, I'd be like, I'll go down there because I want to catch a day at the ballpark on a nice day. But to say that I'm going to be super vested in it is not true. At least when they say, like, for Buffalo, like, people don't want to come to the Sabres, the biggest reason is because they suck. That's the reason. It's their own doing. Pittsburgh,
right. Absolutely.
Pittsburgh, you're almost like, I don't know, I can't keep up with. And again, part of it, maybe some of it you can if you spent more, but I don't think they can't spend Dodger money.
Yeah, they don't.
You know what I mean?
No.
So,
no, I know.
So yeah, for that reason, I guess I want the Blue Jays in. It's Toronto. It's reasonably close. I think it would be.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. The Dodgers are good. They get these guys. They basically barely pitch them in the regular season because they can just make the playoffs and they're that good. And then, all of a sudden, Blake Snell looks untouchable again.
I know.
So
I know.
But it'll be good. I'm excited. I'm going to definitely tune in and watch some of it. I'm probably going to lose. I told you I lost a little bet by half a goal. I think I'm probably going to lose an over-under in football by half a point, too. Awesome night. So, awesome stuff, baby. Week 8 coming up.
Yep.
Seahawks on a bye. Bills have a big game with Carolina.
Panthers
themselves back on track.
Yeah, gotta get them back straight.
So, sounds good. Let's get let's win some money. Let's win some of these bets. One of us, let's go 3-0.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Sounds awesome. We are on all 4 the major podcasts: iHeart, Spotify, YouTube, and Apple. Appreciate everybody listening. Tommy and I were talking. We're hoping my schedule is going to calm down a little bit, so we're hoping to probably 2 weeks from now, maybe get to the point where we can do 2 episodes. I would definitely love to do, definitely do maybe a little more specific fantasy one. Maybe just like a football one, but we can figure that all out, and hopefully the Sabres stay in the mix, and we can talk.
Yeah, stay in the mix. We can talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah. So, sounds good. Peace out.
See you, man.
Hit the mics, take a seat, it's about to ignite. 2 dudes with the spread, keep your bets locked tight. Sports talk sharp like a razor blade edge. Numbers don't lie, no need for a hedge. Welcome to the greatest fucking show on earth. From the pitch to the court where legends birth. Plays and parlays, every wager's worth. Sit back, tune in, ride the wave of mirth. Game clock's ticking, we predict.